Let's back up to the first game, Cincinnati against Las Vegas. That was a fun one to watch.
It was.
Bengals come up with a way down the stretch to win 26-19. Let's get right to it with Josh Burrow. His last 4 games. Joe Burrow, his last 4 games. He's been just outstanding. Look at this. They haven't lost. Completion percentage 75, 11 touchdowns,
Woo.
No picks. And there were some stretches where the Bengals offense wasn't great during this game.
Yeah.
But Joe and the Bengals offense, I thought they started out really, really well and set the tone.
Really well. It's wasn't the greatest matchup for them, as I tried to explain.
Talked about that, yeah.
Just because the Raiders, it's the big play Bengals, and the Raiders don't let up big plays. They don't. They make you be patient and execute. That, to me, was the thing that jumped out to me more than anything. I was a little scared that, like, Burrow, and then they'd be like, oh, it's the playoffs. We got to show everybody our ass and kick some butt here and throw for 400 and beat bombs and the big play Bengals. I questioned that. And he was very within himself throughout the game. I mean, really very few, if any, dicey decisions.
Did the Raiders defend him like you thought, like you talked about Wednesday?
Yeah, I did. I think they played their Seattle cover 3, and it looks like some
did
quarters,
what they're gonna do.
and they were going to, not let you go deep and just let you throw the ball underneath. And if, hey, you want to throw the ball outside in the one-on-one matchup, back shoulder, he did that to Jamar Chase a few times. That's where he's really good. But I thought that was the big thing to the game, and I was proud that they were able to be patient that way. And it's not easy to score touchdowns against the Raiders once you get in there in the red zone, too. And the other aspect was I was worried about Yannick Ngakoue and Max Crosby ruining the football game. Thought they did a good job of always kind of, we're obviously going to pass. They had guys chipping. They had a tight end chip. They had the back on the other side chip and then go out. They helped out. It was the right process. That's what I thought was really good for them. It got a little tighter than maybe it should have been for the Bengals. But either way, I mean, with all the pressure they had, the way that stadium was, and a matchup that, again, like I was trying to tell people, I know it was 32-13 in the regular season. That's not the way the game really unfolded in the regular season. I expected it to be close. I really did. Good for them getting the win.
Let's focus on the other quarterback, one that you and I both like quite a bit, Derek Carr. This question comes from John Isaac, 55. For all the Derek Carr intangibles that are good, he does fumble a lot, has been terrible in the red zone forever. I think that's embellished, but that's what's written. How is he viewed around the league, and what is his value by trade and contract? Let's get to the second part of that. I should have saved that for later. I want to deal with the first part about the red zone because they had a chance.
Right.
At the very end of the game, they had 4 shots close to the end zone.
Right.
Didn't get any in. How much of that do you put on Derek?
Well, it's a hard spot. I mean, as you know, you played quarterback. When you're at that 8 or 9 yard line,
field shrinks.
Field shrinks.
Yeah.
No, the secondary has there's nothing behind them to worry about. They get to just play up. There's never like, oh, wait, Jamar Chase might run by me on a post route.
Right.
You can play coming downhill for the most part. And if you can rush 4 and still get there, now you got 7 guys in the short area of the field, it's tough. The thing I would say is it's not the greatest red zone offense in the world. I was in that offense, and I can tell you it's not the greatest.
What did it lack besides putting it in the end zone?
I think it just lacks a little bit of like creative red area thoughts. I always thought with Gruden and that, and I didn't know any better when I was there. It's just like we kind of ran our offense, and we just had a few little wrinkles that were different in the red zone, but it was like still the same old West Coast plays that like Joe Montana ran in the red zone and stuff. And the NFL has just gotten used to them. There's not a lot of creativity that way. Carr's arm, to the question a little bit. Yeah, it's not a Herbert, Josh Allen, Rodgers, where in the red zone he can just absolutely rifle a ball into a small window and get it in there for a touchdown. And then added to that, they haven't had really a guy that's a threat in the red zone as a receiver. Other than Darren Waller, he's the only guy that they really haven't. They don't do a great job, in my opinion, of like kind of finding ways to get him ball or get him matched up one-on-one to throw him the ball, to catch those 50-50 balls that aren't that way with a guy like him.
Right.
So that would be my assessment of their red zone struggles to a degree.
If the Raiders wanted to go a different direction, I don't know if it would be a good idea, but this is going to be a discussion looking ahead with Las Vegas. His trade value and his contract. What do you – just like the first peek at it, we'll spend more time with it later.
Yeah.
If they decided they wanted to go another route.
Well, I mean, you're going to have to get a first round. First off, I don't know, why are we asking this question is what I want to ask.
Yeah.
Derek Carr is one of the least problems you have on the Raiders football team.
Yeah, right. I mean,
come on.
I only bring it up.
He's not Josh Allen or Rodgers or Brady. We get that. But he's a top 10-ish quarterback.
You list the assets this team has, and he's near the top of the list.
No doubt about it. Again, what do you want to do? Trade him for Baker Mayfield?
Right.
Okay, fine.
The
Browns are probably like, okay, we'll take it.
Right. I don't think we need to speculate beyond that if we both feel like they'd be foolish to not hang on to him.
Exactly. You only get rid of Derek Carr if you have a slam dunk superstar that you can get. Oh, you can get, Aaron Rodgers? Okay. You can get Deshaun Watson? Okay, I understand that thought.
Russell Wilson?
Yeah, right. I can understand the thought there.
Yeah.
But even with that, I don't sit there and just go, oh, gosh, that's a done deal. Like, he is really good.
Right.
He is a machine within that offense. I mean, you see him on the field at the line of scrimmage, every play, doing everything. They have programmed the robot to be an extension of the coaching staff, let alone he's got good physical tools. He does. And I would say, again, it was a less than offense running game this year. It was a less than pass protecting offensive line.
Yeah.
Henry Ruggs got in trouble and is gone. He was the one guy that can make plays. You saw a difference in their offense once they lost him during the regular season. So, yeah, to that point, he's worthy of a first-round pick in a trade. Let me just say that right off the bat.
Okay.
He's a top 10-ish quarterback, but I don't know why we'd be having this question. You're right, because he's like one of the top 3 positives of the football team, in my opinion.
Yeah, if not in the top 2.
I mean, let's list it. What are the top things on that team? The 2 pass rushers.
Best things about the Raiders?
Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Matt Crosby,
Waller.
Derek Carr, Waller.
Yeah.
The kicker. You're right. Those are the top things about the organization.
Derek Carr's in the top 2.
Yeah. So
two votes here for it would be foolish to get rid of him.
Yep.
You can leave that one at that.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.